the Minister unlawfully strayed into the constitutional competence of a National Commissioner when he issued a letter for the disbandment of the PKTT. What would have been an appropriate path is for the Minister to express that he no longer considers political killings to be a priority and direct the National Commissioner to consider and take steps to align it with his directive. It can never be appropriate for a Minister to instruct the National Commissioner not only to disband the PKTT, but also to say that the disbandment must be done immediately. That constitutes not only an usurping of powers of a National Commissioner, but also undermines the constitutional objects of the SAPS as set out in Section 205(3), especially in respect of ongoing criminal investigations and the potential risk that further crimes may be committed. Thirdly, due to the nature of the offences under investigation, a task team like the PKTT is privy to politically sensitive materials, and its dockets would need to be treated with the same sensitivity. The dockets could not simply be taken back to their respective police stations and investigated in the normal course. I say this because politically related cases are highly organized and are executed through different role players, such as hitmen, spotters, coordinators, and persons who ordered the hits. In addition, they typically involved a conspiracy implicating well-resourced senior politicians and business persons.